Hey, good afternoon, good morning to everybody. I hope all is doing well. Wanted to come back on here today and continue with the efforts of raising awareness, educate to elevate. I hope all is doing well. It's a little chilly here, still packing. Excited about coming home in the next few days. But I wanted to get on here, man, and the thing that I wanted to discuss and have a conversation about is, basically is why lie when if you tell the truth stand on its own. And that's just what it is, man. Why lie? Like, seriously, why lie? I'm just being honest with you. Why lie about things when the truth can stand on its own? And I know that that's difficult for some, but I wanted to jump on here today and I wanted to make sure that people will discuss things and show things with receipts. And the reason why I keep saying receipts is people can say and talk about anything. And a lot of people say and talk about things. A lot of people have their opinions. But for me, I just like to approach things from a logical perspective. And if you say something, then, show the receipts to validate the things that you're saying, not just your words. Especially if your words have historically shown not to be trustworthy. And that's one of the things that I wanted to come on here today. Still packing. I wanted to come on here today and have that discussion. But again, man, I hope everybody's doing well. I'm excited. This weather is a little chilly, a little nippy, a little disrespectful here in Georgia, on Fort Stewart, Georgia. I'm not back in Alabama yet, but it's a little chilly here, so I know it's probably is back home. But it's all about this, man. Accountability. The thing about accountability, and a lot of people don't understand it. The thing about accountability, consistent and steady accountability will cause those who have fabricated to come back and retell their stories. That is the reason why I said, why lie about things when the truth can stand on its own? If you told the truth from the beginning, you don't have to come back and retell your story. When you tell the truth and you are trustworthy and you are straightforward, you don't have to come back. You don't have to, in many ways, you do not have to, you ain't got to come back and try to backtrack. You don't have to backtrack. And the reason why people do backtrack is because they wasn't being forthcoming in the beginning. And I just want the people of Perry County, the people to understand and see things. See, for me, while I was in transition, get moving and all of that stuff, there were some things I was just going to kind of keep everything copacetic. But I made a post this morning and I'm going to discuss that. But it was another post that was made a couple of minutes ago by Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner in response to a post that I made about from 2020 to 2020 to the day. I said in my post, I'm going to go to it. My post that was made a few days ago. I think it was like 2-3 days ago. I'm gonna get to it. I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, I think I made the post like Saturday. But the post, it was like 3 days ago. The post I made was the post about Perry County Commissioner Albert Turner announced on this page from 2020 to 2026. He announced that the county had received about roughly $43 million, a little bit over $43 million. And I went by line and I showed exactly all of the things that was listed on his page. It was 20 items listed on his commissioner page, and it was 1 item listed on the Black Belt News Network. And I'm gonna go through, I'm just getting to it so that I can go down, and when I go and I talk about the other thing, everybody will see exactly what I'm saying, right? Everybody will see exactly what I'm saying, and you will see the effects and impacts of accountability. I know a lot of people have something to say, but when you are 4 days ago. 4 days ago, I did a live. I made a post and I did a live. It was 4 days ago. And yes, here it go. It was this one right here. I don't know if y'all can see it. It's that one right there, 4 days ago. 4 days ago, I did a live. And the title of the live was Perry County Commission Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner has announced over $43 million in funding since 2020. Now, I want y'all to recognize that. Since 2020, right? And I said for the last 6 years, Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner has announced that Perry County has received approximately $43,386,054.51 in funding ranging from funding road repairs to the Barnett King Center, right? There's a lot of things that I announced in there, right? 20 different things. You had $200,000, the $600,000 grant to repair the jail. There was $130,841 to redo the Barnett King Center. It was a lot of things in there. I talked about the $500,000 advance on April the 17th, 2025. There's some other things. Listen, I talked about everything that he posted. He posted it on his page. He said in February the 6th of 2026, in the post on his page titled, "We Keep Working and Moving Forward," he announced a $15,700,000 site evaluation and economic development strategies grant, a seed grant for Perry County. Now, all of that I said all of that to say this. This is where receipts come in there. This is what accountability would do. Let me go to it. And look, I had to come to another spot because the Wi-Fi at the house is tripping. And I just wanted to make sure, so I don't have my usual command center, but I'm tearing that down today anyway. But I wanted to show you guys. Y'all remember, I said from 2020 to 2026 to present. An hour ago on Albert's page, y'all see that, right? An hour ago on Keep Big Al Working For You. 1 hour ago. 1 hour ago. Let me get a sip of my Pepsi Zero wild cherry. Ain't nothing in there because somebody said I had some in there the other day I was cutting up. But he just, an hour ago, Albert made this post. And it says, 6 years of dedication. Chairman Turner deserves 6 more. Now, watch, I want y'all to watch this, because what I said on my live 4 days ago, I said that since Albert came from a DECA, right? And he said, now I want y'all, listen, man, I want y'all to understand this. Deception and how people use words are deceiving. Albert Fitzgerald Turner was never the director of a DECA. I think he worked in the rural department or something like that. The rural grants for rural areas, but he was never the director. But this is what he said today. The former director of a DECA has provided your commissioner with a distinct opportunity to bridge the socio-economic gap. Reflecting on his last term in office, Chairman Turner has delivered significant results, even when some commission members have hindered progress. Blame shifting. Here we go with the blame shifting. Now you do all of that claiming, you want all of the credit when you announce this stuff. But now when somebody hold your account, now you want to put it on the other commissioners. Now y'all, it is curious to me and it's funny to me how when something don't go right, it's other commissioners. But Albert, you just exercise your perceived presidential authority of Perry County by lowering the flag when you didn't have the authority to do so. So why now, my boy? Why now? He said, let's examine opportunities Perry County had but couldn't capitalize on. Now, I want y'all to see this. This is some good stuff right here. This stuff right here is good. This is him trying to put the blame on the other commissioners because he don't want to say that he lied about it. Now, he announced it on his page. He didn't come back and give the updates until 4 days after I made my post and I did my live. Albert, you still out here jumping because of what this outsider say and that he shows? And Albert, I want you to know about 30 plus thousand people saw that post. So they know what you did. They know what you said. Every single one of the 21 posts that I made, I shared the link directly to his page for 20 of them. And one of them went to the Black Belt News Network, who announced it about the jail, the $600,000 in the jail. Now, I'm going to keep going because this right here should be studied. Now, people want to call for a case study. This should be a case study right here. A case study for a compulsive liar. A case study for a narcissistic politician. A case study for a megalomaniac. Because he said these opportunities Perry County had but couldn't capitalize on. He said a $1.5 million advance on tipping fees for a new highway department garage was proposed, but some commissioners opposed the interest-free loan from Waste Management, the parent company of Arrowhead Landfill, and the deal wasn't pursued. Now, Albert, when you announced that, you know what? No, I'm gonna go to it. I'm going directly to that post. I'm going directly to that post. And the reason why I'm going directly to that post is because I'm about to read that. Exactly what you said on your post. Because now it just seems as if you're attempting to duck accountability by trying to put the blame on the other commissioners. Albert, you ain't saying nothing about that when you announced it. You weren't saying nothing about it was contingent on the other commissioners. What you said in your post was it was going to be an advance and you was going to pay, that was going to take out $50,000 a quarter, $50,000 a quarter to, out of their payment until they pay them back. Now, Albert, this goes back to, and I got another post from this morning where I'm talking about the Johnny Flower Highway Department. Albert, you've been announcing for the last 2+ years about that and still haven't gotten any funding for it. You just announce, and you put up all of this message like you making things happen because you the great commissioner, right? But when somebody asks you questions and come back and show receipts, now you blaming the other commissioners. I just want people to understand it and people to take a look at it. And you know, I know everybody don't agree with my methodology. I'm not looking for you to do it. But where have I lied at? Where have I lied? But let me get back to it. Albert said this. He said that $1.5 million advance in tipping fees, he said the commission didn't agree on it, so they didn't pursue it. Lie number one. Here go number two. Yeah, now this right here is funny. This right here is funny. Albert said a $600,000 grant was returned to Alabama's, y'all just listen. What it said? Listen to this. He said a $600,000 grant was returned due to Alabama's shortage of certified licensed contractors, resulting in Perry County missing out on a jail rehabilitation grant. Albert, you announced this in 2022. I'm finna show you where you're lying at, my boy. I'm finna show you where you're lying at. In 2025, in September 2025, they had a inmate to escape. They had damages in there, and Chef Fikes ended up shutting down the jail. You announced that y'all had contractors fixing that jail, doing rehabilitation work in 2025. Where were them same contractors at in 2022? In Albert, who was the shortage? Like, you just saying that, where the receipts at? Who did you send the money back to at the state of Alabama? What day did you send the money back to? We don't trust your word. You ain't trustworthy. I just want y'all to, this man is saying that Perry County sent back $600,000 for a grant that they got that was announced in the Black Belt News Network. I think it was May of 2022. But it was in 2022 and on the Black Belt News Network. They was going to do, and listen, I'm finna show y'all where he lying at. Because with that grant, they were supposed to do cameras, add video cameras. They were supposed to do some retrograde in the hospital, but they also were supposed to hire a nurse, a part-time nurse. They hired the part-time nurse. Where that money come from, Albert? Now, Albert, if you send that money back, I'm going to be curious because I want to know who you sent the money back to. And you had people do work there during that time. But it was strange. It's funny and strange to me that in December of 2020, the State Fire Marshal Office gave Sheriff Billy Jones, they came in and did an inspection, and y'all had 19 violations then. So those violations weren't fixed. You sent back $600,000, Albert. Who did you send the money back to? You sent it back due to the, hold on, let me go to it right here. Excuse me. $600,000 grant was returned due to Alabama shortages of certified licensed contractors, resulting in Perry County missing out on a jail rehabilitation grant. Did they miss out on it? Who did you send it back to? Who gave it, Albert? Who gave the grant? That's just a simple question. If it came from Alabama, who gave the grant? And it's funny how people just sit back and believe whatever being said. Man, I don't believe none of that. Now, here go another one. He said $130,841 grant for the Barnett King Center wasn't received as the county opted for a larger funding opportunity, securing $500,000 instead. Now, Albert, why lie, man? Why lie? So you mean to tell me you didn't take a $130,000 grant for the Barnett King Center? I think that was in 2022, to wait till 3 years later to get a $500,000 grant that Terry Sewell gave from her congressional appropriations? Albert, what about that $134,000 funding that you had set aside according to the expenditure list from the COVID money, that the $1.73 million for COVID funding? You had it. I got the picture. You got to post it on your page. I shared it on my page that you dedicated $134,000 that were earmarked for the Barnett King Center then. What happened to that, man? Y'all see how all of these, I just want people, this man is trying to say that now because he don't have receipts. Now he's trying to put this back on the commission instead of saying I lied and I was wrong. Like, this doesn't make any, man, this thing is crazy. Then he goes and talk about all of the stuff that he did. Now, he said, in contrast, Perry County made notable progress with external funding over the past 6 years. He talked about an $80,000 grant. I talked about that. He talked about that $2 million grant to rebuild Jimmy Lee Jackson. I talked about that. He talked about the $2.3 million project, water project for Heidelberg. I talked about that. And I talked about that was a Perry County Water Authority thing, not a Albert Turner Perry County Commission thing. Like, I talked about that. The $840,000 to resurface County Road 65 and 53. West Alabama Service received $5.4 million. And this is what I talked about that. That $5.4 million was like 11 different counties that Perry County shared on it. So they didn't get $5.4 million. There's no unknown amount of how many people in Perry County received funding for that grant. Man, we keep going. The $150,000 for the Black Belt Community Foundation provided for COVID-19 funding. Okay. He said that $1.7 million in COVID funding mitigated pandemic impact. Albert, what's up with that $134,000 that you had earmarked to the Barnett King Center? I got the receipts, my boy. I showed it. What happened to that? Because the Barnett King Center sure didn't get it. The $1.6 million from ADEM and $400,000 for ADECA funded the one, see, and I just want that $106,000. I broke that down to what it went to from ADEM about water projects. And he said the $400,000, 183 expansion projects. He said a $500,000 community facility grant purchased 2 tornado shelters in District 2 and 3. And then he said the $500,000 renovation to the old National Guard. Phase 1 is near complete with phase 2 beginning. Albert, I went by there on last Monday. I showed a video. Phase 1 ain't no complete. Man, let's just tell the truth. Stop lying. God dog, man. And then look, this is the thing about that $15.7 million grant. That seed grant that I talked about. Listen what he said about it. He said this. He said a site in Perry County was chosen for a seed grant. Because of disclosure requirements, the amount and location is being withheld. 24 sites will share over $15 million. He did not say that when he announced it. When he announced it, he said Perry County is receiving, he put it like Perry County was receiving $15.7 million grant. And I told y'all that was a private business that was doing that. It was a matching grant and they was getting part of the 15.7. Albert, why didn't you say that at the beginning? Why did you present it as if Perry County was getting out of that money? Because that's what you do. That's what the liar that you do. And then Albert said $250,000 payment in lieu of taxes support general service operation provided by the Alabama Department. Listen, I said, golly, I made a post about Albert lying about they received $250,000. They was like, he worked that out. And I showed that the state of Alabama approved that funding back in May of last year, even before the fiscal year. So Albert presented it like in February, like he just secured that. No, that funding was already earmarked back in May when Alabama approved that budget. But now he's trying to present it like he did it. Those are all lies. They are lies. And the only reason why he's posting that is because I posted it and I was holding him accountable. And you can clearly see it. You can clearly see the correlation. That's the only reason why he's talking about it. Before he would just let it, because I did it. They believe me. They believe me. I'm the chairman. I can do what I want. And nobody got anything. And I ain't got to respond. Look, Albert, you know you be saying you said on the radio Sunday, y'all know me. All these people telling these lies. And I don't even have to entertain it. I ain't got to respond. No, you responding. You responding because the community sitting and say, hey man, 2 + 2 ain't adding up. I said 2 + 2 ain't adding up, my boy. The people see you. They see you. They see your tactics. They see what you're doing. I'm just being honest with you. They see what you're doing. And your old tactics and old schemes, they ain't working no more. They're not working no more. You know why? Because awareness is being raised in the community. And people wonder why I post every day. Awareness is being raised in the community. You don't have the support that you had before. You nervous because those absentee ballots and all that stuff. No, them people, they see it for who you are. So, and the price is going up for the cost of allegedly paying for it. I'm telling y'all, don't accept no $40 no more. $500, $600, $1,000 a pop. If you want me to vote for you, I need to get some out of it. Right? Excuse me, allegedly. And then the people that are supporting you, publicly supporting you, they don't even live in Marion no more. And the people, I just want to tell you, the people are going to request the Secretary of State to have people down here to look at them absentee ballots. And you finally, Albert, got the win at the poll. And Albert, you have neglected the young community for so long that you always pandered to the older community, pushing this civil rights and, you know, we shall overcome and the white man is the enemy type stuff. You've done that for decades. You refuse to engage and include the young generation. They ain't rocking with you. They see 2 and 2 together. You can't play on the emotional strings of civil rights in the struggle with them. It's a shame. It's a shame. The fundraising events and stuff that you're doing, the Jimmy Lee Jackson, all of that stuff, people ain't showing up. You're not getting the support. You sending out text messages asking for donations to your campaign. I sent you $10, you sent it back. It wasn't even a minute. I was trying to help you out. But let's keep going. He said $1 million in low interest loans to support small minority business. 10 local businesses receive a low interest loan to expand, refinance, and create new jobs. Right? Albert, I'm gonna ask you a question with that. You talking about that Tom Bigby, because I made a post about you with that Tom Bigby. And Albert, when I made that post, I heard a lot of stuff behind that post, Albert. And I heard a lot of dangerous stuff behind that post, Albert. Albert said it ain't so that you went to those people and tried to shake them down so that they needed to give you a cut of it and you can guarantee them getting them loans. Say it ain't so, Albert. Say it ain't so, Albert. Allegedly. Say it ain't so. That you talking about, you want to present like you helping them, but you shaking them down. But you good for the community, right? And did you not, aren't you on the board for the Tom Bigby board? Aren't you on the board? So why are you allegedly using your position as a board member to go to these small business owners that you claiming that you helping and you there for, to tell them that they got to give you a part of that money so you can guarantee them to get the loan? But Albert, let's just have a conversation about that. Didn't the Tom Bigby, they had $3 million they was looking to give out anyway? And tell me if I'm wrong, Albert. The board or whatever, the board that you own, the director that you own, you ain't even on the board that approved the loan. So you ain't had nothing to do with them getting approved of it. But allegedly, you took money from these people. Now, do you want to respond to that, my boy? And if any one of them small business owners out there, if you hear me, and that happened to you, that man stole money from you because he had nothing to do with you getting that loan. Only thing he was asked to do was to go out and get people to apply. And if you think I'm lying, reach out to me. If you think I'm lying, DM me. Because you ain't wrong. What was wrong is he's using his position on that board to manipulate you guys, to shake you down to get money. And the community know I'm not lying. The community know I'm not lying. But I'm going to tell y'all, some of y'all going to get some phone calls right now. Y'all going to get some phone calls. That's just a lie. That's just a lie. No. What it is, I would tell you like this. People make phone calls when they nervous. And this is the type of the behavior, shaking people down, but then want to present it like you there for the community. Crazy work. Straight crazy work. And y'all know I'm not lying. I made that post a couple weeks ago about the Tom Bigby loan. And this is the same person that's coming around like he supports small business and all this. And he allegedly did that? What does that sound like? And I'm telling y'all, shakedowns is not just happening at the county level. Believe you me. A lot of shady stuff going on in Perry County. A lot of shady stuff. No bid contracts going to these contractors. The same contractors getting contracts over and over again that's way over the bid that other people get. But then when you go and you look these contractors up, they don't even have a name listed in the state for who originated and who founded the company. Huh? Say it ain't so. Man, y'all think y'all slick. Y'all think y'all slick. And the thing is, people have been getting away with it for so long. There's people that are scared, been scared of retaliation. But I told, people don't believe me. 2026 is the year of accountability. But in order for change to happen, accountability has to happen, and we need the community to step up. Y'all think when I tell y'all change is coming, oh, believe me, it's coming, and it's coming swift. It ain't no buddy hookup, ain't no friend I can call at the state level, at the federal level, ain't none of that can save it. Because God is behind this. God is behind it. You like it or not, God is behind it. I'm just telling you, no matter what documents you're trying to shred, burn, or whatever, accountability is coming. Accountability is coming. Will shake them people down and then want to act like you really there for them. Man, stop it. Man, stop it. And now I'm finna show you guys something too. I'm gonna go back. I ain't even talk about my post I did this morning. But hey, Albert said, hey, keep Big Al working for you. And here we go, you this again. I appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you with your fake account. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. And I can guarantee you there's a connection too. And you're in it. That's why you're hiding your identity. That's why you're hiding your identity. The you is right there. That's a fake account. And I believe it's somebody in Marion that may be on, payola being paid to try to do this. And it's a few people like that back in Perry County. They try to play both sides and they try to act like they this and that, like people can't figure out who they are. But they just try to stir a lot of craziness. That's the AO, the ammo. That's what it is. I just want people to understand that. I see you, I recognize that. Nobody dumb. Right? That whole thing about it. Like, my whole thing is this. I respect everybody and people who oppose or have an issue with what I'm doing. What I'm not going to do is have a conversation with somebody hiding behind a fake account and then trying to talk. I don't even know who you are. Yep, it's a fake account that just popped up a few weeks ago, but I'm pretty sure it's somebody in Marion with a lot of who's known to have fake accounts. A lot of them. Say it ain't so. But I'll tell you, it's funny how Albert said I'm not important enough to have the chairman of the commission to move. Well, Albert, why you make that post this morning? That just, everything that I said, everything that I announced, every single thing I said, you came back. And now, for the stuff that didn't happen, because you know you ain't got receipts, now you saying that it's the other commissioners. Boy, I tell you, boy, that thing crazy, man. When I say crazy work, right? Now, I'm going to it. This morning I made a post. In the post I made, I asked a question. What is the update, about the Johnny Flower, highway department building construction? Now, I just wanted to, oh no, it's not, listen, I want people to understand this. I'm not entertaining any negativity. I'm not. I'm staying the course on what it is. What I did was I called it out for what it was, right? And my thing is this, right? I'm a type of person that I'm bold enough to say things out in the open. If you want to come to me, like, when you want to come to me and try to do all of this stuff, you know, and waste their energy, that's what it is. But my thing is, be man or woman enough, or whatever you are, enough to come forward and say it with your chest. Don't hide behind it because you fear something. That's just what it is, right? And it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. And this is the other thing. I want everybody to pay attention. All of the naysayers, they're saying the same thing. They're saying the same thing. So you can see it's a connection. Mental illness, the army made me crazy. What's the other one? MAGA. You see what I'm saying? I just want y'all, it's the same rhetoric. And that's just all what it is. And from different people, it's the same thing. That's all I want people to understand. But let's go down this chronological order, this timeline about the announcements from the esteemed chairman, Albert Fitzgerald Turner, in reference to the Johnny L. Flower Highway Department building construction, right? On May 8th of 2024, Albert made a post, and in post he said, groundbreaking for Johnny L. Flower Highway Garage. Estimated cost is $1.5 million, right? $1.5 million. Then you go from May 2024 to August 11, 2024. Albert made another post that he announced. He said, and I quote, the Johnny L. Flower Highway Department building will start construction in December 2024 with a completion date in fall 2025. So that was May 8, 2024. Now it's August 11, 2024. Now let's go to December 2nd, 2024. When Albert said a post, he made a post saying what to expect in 2025. And in that post, he said, begin construction of Johnny L. Flowers Highway Department, USDA grant loan. Right? So y'all remember that was in December. They were supposed to start construction. But let's go to, that was December 2nd. He made that announcement. December 11th, Albert Turner said in a post that after 90 plus years, Perry County to get new highway department. And in his post, he said, Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner, who has championed the idea almost 2 years ago, this was in 2024, so he's talking about 2022, called for the motion to formally apply to USDA for a $1.3 million grant loan to help construct a state-of-the-art $1.4 million facility. Now fast forward to March the 4th, 2025. Albert Turner made a post, Chairman Turner to advocate for $1.5 million. In this post, he said, the chairman of the Perry County Commission intends to request that the commission secure a $1.5 million loan to construct the Johnny L. Flower Highway Department building. April the 2nd, 2025. Perry County Commission Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner said in a post, an update on county initiative. He said in his post, construction of the Johnny L. Flower Highway Department. Now this is April. He said that construction were going to begin in December, but this was April of 2020, December of 2024. This April of 2025. He said the county will vote on financing sources for this project at their second meeting in April. Although federal funding is uncertain, the county has explored alternative funding sources, and advertising for construction is expected to commence in April, with bids being awarded in August and construction following thereafter. Now, on December the 12th of 2025, I made a post titled Empty Promises. In this post, on my page, I highlighted the timeline and promises made by the Perry County Commission Chairman, Albert Fitzgerald Turner, about the construction of the Johnny L. Flower Highway Department. Here's a few questions that I have. It has been 658 days since the new Johnny L. Flower Highway Department building was announced. What has been done so far to start the construction? Since May 8th, 2024 to now, to the day, it's been 658 days. I did the math. What construction have been made to be done to fix it? It's been promised, are we going to start December? Then you get back and we get to April. Are we going to vote on funding sources and all of this, right? Do y'all see what I'm saying? It's always like that. It has historically been like that. I've shown about 7 or 8 different examples of that. Of the chairman making announcements and have to come back. I do understand things happen. But why put the cart before the horse? Why not secure the funding before you make the announcement? Because he knows that the people never asked these questions before. He knows that the community never asked these questions before, and they just took it and people ran with it, and people would say this, oh, you know, Albert made this happen. He gonna make it happen. And you sit 2-3 years later, same thing like the Barnett King Center or the, originally it was supposed to be the Obama Health and Fitness Center that's been sitting and talked about since 2014. And still no significant work done to it. And the man had the audacity in November to announce that they're going to put a pool over there. What pool they putting over there? A kiddie pool from the dollar store? That's the only space that it is over there. But then another thing, on August the 11th, 2024, Chairman Albert Fitzgerald Turner said the building would be finished in the fall of 2025. Did that happen? If not, has he given the community any update about the project? Now, I know it ain't happened because last Monday I took that picture I took of the picture that you see of the highway department. I took that last Monday on my way back through Marion, heading back to Birmingham to fly back to Georgia. The same time I did the live in Marion, and the same time I went and recorded a video over there at the National Guard Army, which you know is like a half a block from the courthouse. I just want people to sit down and just think about it. You know, just sit down and think about it. It's just lies, empty promises, and have the audacity to say, keep Big Al working for you. This is just my hypothesis. My hypothesis is I don't think that Albert literally has won at the poll his whole entire time as a commissioner. He probably did it when he first ran, because, you know, he was appointed. All the rest of the time been manipulated through absentee ballots, which was evident during the last election when he ran against Mayor Hinton brother, and he only won by 101 votes, which were all absentee ballots. Albert, you got to do it. I'm sorry about that, connected to something, but you got to do what real politicians do. You got to campaign. That's what you got to do, my boy. You got to campaign. You got to do what you got to do. Let your record speak for itself. The thing about it is, if you've been in office for 25 years, there shouldn't even be a discussion about you and your record. But the discussion is different. It's not like people out here lying on you. It's not like people talking about dirty politics and lying. The community, I've just raised awareness about words you said and things you said you done. And you're right, Main Mims. Punchlines and worn out phrases aren't working. Perry County is not a monolith. And they think people are slow and they don't know what's going on. As a kid, I've been hearing all the rumors and shady dealings. Rumors of shady dealings. Come on, man. We all can write a book about our hometown and how corrupt it is. People will believe it's fictional. You are 100% correct. And the funny thing is, those same people who know the truth, that know about the rumors, are upset because somebody talking about it and consistently talk about it. The same absentee ballot that he slid down on with that hot $50, $50. You are 100% correct. So the thing is, man, I just want people to realize the only reason why Albert made that post, the only reason why he made that post was he's trying to save his tail. And I want y'all to think about this. I want everybody to think about this. If I have been attacking Albert so wrong and so much, right? If I have been wrongly attacking him, where is his supporters? Where's his supporters? Where are those people, all the people he connected with? Why haven't you heard anything from them defending him? Of his connections at the state level, the local level, his connection up to DC. Why have they not defended him? You ever ask yourself that? Have you ever asked yourself that? I heard it through a grapevine. You know, that what people say about me. But I heard it through a grapevine that there's a lot of people that kind of been hands off with Albert ever since all of this stuff been coming out. They say your boy hot. Say he hot. They say he hot. They say he hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. This is why he hot. This is why he hot. This is why he hot. He hot because the lies. Man, he hot because the lies. He hot because deception. He hot because he never have the truth during the election. He hot because the audits. He hot because the funding. He hot because the people don't really trust him with the money. Bars. Bars. Right? And I'm just being honest with you. That man hot. That man hot. And I just want people, that man is hot. Don't nobody want to deal with him and be involved with him. And I wonder why. Just ask yourself, why haven't people come to his rescue? Because it's hard to defend your words when you lied. And you are too prideful to say, I lied. Lad, I like that. He hot because he mad because I'm not. Right? And that's just what it is. Listen. I just want people to think about it for real. These people are distancing themselves. And this is why. I'm letting y'all know this, right? I'm letting y'all know this. A lot of people know that when accountability comes, I'm singing like a bird, because that's what Albert gonna do. He gonna sing like a bird. That man ain't going down by himself. He ain't going down by himself. And the other thing is this. Wow. Maine Mills, you said his daddy used to come to the school and talk to us and always said we were the future, only for his son to dim the light in this present future. Wow. Wow. Look, I want people to just think about this. And this is for a lot of people, right? Don't allow me operating in the assignment God told me to operate in to irritate you. If you allow that to irritate you, then that's a conversation you need to have with God. I ain't talking about me being, no, that ain't, I'm just saying I'm operating in what I know God called me to do. And if what I'm doing irritates you, personal issue. If it give you a headache, in the Army, we give 800 Motrin. What they say, a leave for headache, something like that. You can take some medicine, take you a nap, take a knee. Right? Take your nap, take a knee. What we said, why you said, hey, drink water, take a knee. Drink water, take a knee. But man, at the end of the day, accountability is coming. I just want the community to know that I appreciate you more than anything. Listen, I appreciate the community because none of this will happen without the community. None of it will happen without the community. And I'm just excited about what as a community, what the community is going to do. This is all about the community. It's not about an individual. This is all about the community. The community is the man in change. The community is the man in accountability. The community is the man in transparency. And it's going to happen. And I will tell you guys this, a lot of people who had a lot to say ain't going to have nothing to say, but sitting there with the doo-doo face when accountability comes. I would tell you this, and you just said a mouthful, my boy. You said a mouthful. He said the truth would set you free, but first it would piss you off. Perry County, I hope y'all are pissed off enough to free yourself of this mess. And Lat, if you don't mind me sharing, me and Lat go back 20 years. 21 years. We go back 20 years. We go back 20 years. Lat from Baltimore, you know, BMO, you know, Europe, Baltimore, but Lat also lives in Arizona. And it was one of my mentees doing great things involved in the community, right? More than people in our community see what's been going on. If you guys don't think people at the state level know what's going on, the thing is now, as a community, the next step is we raise awareness. We're going to continue to raise awareness, going to continue to educate. But we got to start filing these complaints. We got to start getting that paperwork up there. That is what the next step is. I'm telling you guys, that is what they fear. They don't mind you talking, but they fear that paperwork. You know why? Do you know why? They fear that paperwork because the paperwork, it is what become evidence when accountability comes. And if you don't think that they ain't scared of accountability, oh, they got done scared. Oh, they scared. They scared. What the old boy said on light, don't be scared. No, they scared. They scared. And Jangalane ain't gonna be able to come and get you. Jangalane. Jangalane ain't gonna be able to walk across the line and get you. Cause you step across that gun line, boss. You just step across that gun line. Right? And it is what it is. And that I just want people to understand it, right? At the end of the day, I want y'all to realize, just like what I said, Albert Turner lied today. He lied. He's trying to put the blame on the other commissioners. No, that's on him. The other commissioners didn't post that. And I want y'all to show this. I want to go back and read it. When he said that the other commissioners held that up, right? I want y'all to think about it. If the other commissioners held it up, why did you announce it in the first place if it wasn't already approved? And this goes to show you that it's not Albert's doing, it is the will of the commission by majority vote. And speaking of commission, y'all got a commission meeting tonight, right? Commission meeting tonight. What I'm looking forward to is, I'm looking forward to seeing what y'all do about that $250,000, $250,000 line of credit that Albert want to get for the jail. That he's just so happened to find contractors in the state of Alabama to do the renovation work. And then the other thing I'm looking forward to is, what are y'all gonna do about that county clerk who went against y'all will and called the newspaper to underline to create a technicality by not advertising the change of the location to the voting place that the Perry County Commission voted on January the 13th to move it from the old National Guard to the new National Guard. I wonder what the commission going to do. Are y'all going to still keep her employed when she willingly went behind y'all backs and undermined y'all authority that y'all vote? The same thing that Albert said, that it wouldn't see the light of day as far as with that resolution in Montgomery, because he was upset because it didn't pass. As the chairman, you're going to tell the other commissioners that a resolution that they voted on wouldn't see the light of day? Crazy work. Crazy work. Yeah. Listen, one of the things about it is when people show up, things happen quickly. And I know a lot of things, people have things going on, but I ask that the community show up to these commission meetings, to these city council meetings, right? And more than just Zoom. Like, God dog it, if we got to coordinate with the gym to have big space for you to have these meetings, dadgummit, that's what we need to do. Because until we do that and stay consistent as a community in demanding this stuff and holding these people accountable and demanding for receipts, then you will see. It is amazing that what I posted yesterday about expenditures report, and they use an AP clearing as a catch-all. It's amazing what that would do when people start asking questions. It's amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing that now you're getting responses. In the last 6 years, the Perry County Commission chairman have accomplished all of these things, but these things was because of the other commissioners. But yet we were still able to do all of these other things. And we were able to, the chairman and the commission, because, you know, I'm like David Ruffin and the Temptations, but the chairman was able to do all of these things. Now, I did say on my page that it was a $15.7 million grant, but that wasn't just that. It was, no, should have said it the first time. You should have said it the first time. And like I said at the beginning, doing this live, I said, why lie about things when the truth can stand on its own? Why lie about things when the truth can stand on its own? I've had, you know what the funny thing is? I've had people critique me about the things that I've said, which I welcome. I have no issue with it. More than they even asked a question about what the commissioner done. More than that. Logically, that doesn't make sense. It don't add up. It don't add up. But at the end of the day, man, we still gonna do what God telling us to do. We still gonna do what God telling us to do. You know why? Because my shirt said I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Big blessed. Big blessed because my big praise. No fear because I'm not fazed. I'm confident to walk within the word of God each and every day. I don't care what no haters say. They don't do nothing for me anyway. Because the God I serve, he never quit. That's why I give him all the praise. Big bless. Big bless. Some more bars. Got some song, got some music coming out too. Definitely got music coming out. But man, I wanted to jump on here today and just give you guys that update. I look forward to getting back to the community this weekend. Moving back. Got some other things to take care of here in Georgia. Just stop lying, man. For real, tell the truth. May 19 coming up. Community know what it is. I implore the community to show up to vote. Perry County has hey, I think that they're working it out. Main Nims, he said, I want to see Mr. Turner debate someone live. Let us know when your ideology, because it's right now, it's to believe it's scamming. I know that they're trying to coordinate that. I mean, that's on him. I know him and his opponent is Donald Bennett. And I don't know if they got a debate up. I would like to see that too as well. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, I want the people in the community to show up. Perry County got way more people registered to vote that actually live here. Don't let people outside that's not even living here anymore dictate how you got to live here. And y'all know y'all got them family members up in Tuscaloosa, Birmingham, Bessemer, Montgomery, Mobile, Atlanta. They done moved away years ago. But they got something to say about down here. But the reason why they moved away is because of the conditions down here. Make that make sense. And now they defending the people that's responsible for it. That's responsible. But you guys have a great and wonderful day. We're going to try to keep this thing going. We will. Just next few days going to be a little busy. But, hey, man, a lot don't care who tell it. But accountability and transparency are no longer optional. Again, these videos will be uploaded to the Educate to Elevate 334 YouTube page. Please go and subscribe to that. But also understand that there's a method to the madness. And with accountability, you know, we're going to be doing some organization when we get back, organizing some things, getting some things together. In Huntsville, get some things together that will bring the community together and give resources to the community of how we can hold these people accountable. I'm learning some things. I'm learning about how you can request records requests from ADEM. You know, even to the point to where we can organize to where even if there's funding required to request records and people need assistance with that, we would try to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? So that we as a community, we are not having anything stumbling in us or hindering us from being able to get that information. Other thing is, once we get the information, sharing that information so that as a community, the collective, we can start submitting these complaints, submitting this stuff to the appropriate authorities so that they can look into it. That's how accountability is going to happen. I'm just telling y'all right now. And that's what they're afraid of. They don't care about all this talking and stuff like that because people talked before. But what they're really afraid of, they are afraid of that paperwork. Y'all think about this. Albert said that Perry County sent back $600,000 of a grant that they got in 2022 due to Alabama not having enough construction to construct contractors to repair the jail. Typically speaking, a grant has like a 5-year period that which you have to execute it in. So if you got it in 2022, you had until 2027 to execute it. But in 2025, when the inmate escaped, you were able to get contractors to fix the jail in less than a month. But you had to send the money back due to not having available contractors. I hope y'all picking up what I'm putting down. The math ain't mathing, my boy. We still want to see receipts. Nobody trusts your word. Oh, just trust me. No. No, sir. No. No. Not at all. We say not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Just tell people, man, just think about it. Look at it, you know, and then be logical about it. Again, this is not personal. This thing is just crazy. It was just amazed me that, right before I even come on, he made that post. It's crazy. Crazy. And just was just straight lie. But that's what people do. Man, you guys have a great and blessed day. Looking forward to seeing you guys soon. You know, Educate to Elevate. We all on about moving forward. Don't care what anybody negative have to say for real. If you ain't with it, that's your cup of tea. But you're not a distraction. God bless.